MSNBC's Joe Scarborough is going around saying that Trump has dementia right now in his latest attack on the president. He's been calling for Trump's impeachment, and he constantly rails against him on his show Morning Joe, so you'd think that Joe really hates Trump. But now he's taken his supposed hatred to a whole new level. Because Joe recently announced he has a new Christmas album coming out called A Very Drumpf Christmas. So Scarborough uses Trump for the name of his album, although he uses Drumpf, the incredibly played-out nickname for Trump that sounds like a kindergartner came up with it, and that people with the brains of kindergartners like to use as a slur. Joe also uses Trump's likeness for the cover image of his Christmas album. The image is a mashup between Trump and the Grinch. It's Trump's face all green and hairy, and he's wearing a Santa outfit. So Joe actually put the face of the man he supposedly hates and thinks is demented and the downfall of society on the cover of his Christmas album. Joe also uses Trump as the inspiration behind the title of one of his songs on the album. The song is called The Drumpf. So original. I'm so embarrassed to even say that stupid word. I have no idea how Joe actually sings it, but there it is, Drumpf. And of course he calls Trump orange too, because he uses all the obvious regurgitated jokes. So Trump is on the cover, in the title, and on the main track of Joe's Christmas album. This is how Joe decides to celebrate Christmas. You know, the holiday of good cheer, with an album filled with Trump, whom he supposedly hates. And the Christmas album isn't the first one of Joe's that's inspired by Trump either. He's been putting out albums all year, and he told Business Insider that Trump has been very much an inspiration for his music. He said Trump inspired the video for his song Mystified. He was inspired by Trump to write Stand about what he says, you might even call it a protest song. That's not exactly what I would call it, but I digress. You get the idea. Joe credits Trump for being the inspiration behind a lot of his music. Which brings me back to my point. Joe claims that Trump is loathsome and demented, but he won't stop writing songs about him. To me, that sounds much less like hate and more like a creepy, stalkerish obsession.